Hello, folks. That's right. We're going to be doing a response to Gigi's other video. Although I want to say something that I forgot to mention in the last video. Look at this. Look at this. Seriously, it's like it's full of dirty dishes. I mean, what kind of slob are you, George? Jesus Christ. And look at these glasses up there. Who in their right mind leaves glasses up there? I mean, when I'm done washing my dishes, I put them back in the cupboard where they belong, not there where shit can get in them. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Now, I've already seen this video, and I gotta tell you, Gigi has an obsession for penis. I mean, holy shit. And also, like, literally, like, I'm not kidding when I say a 5th grader can do a better job at insulting me than George can. Like, literally, like, he makes, like, grade school insults, which, I mean, seriously, who is that supposed to hurt? It's not going to certainly hurt an intelligent person like me, for one thing. Anyway, let's get started.
All right, I want to get to the point of this right now. I'm not.
I'm going to get to the point of this right now.
I don't spend much time.
Speaking of bad commentary. No, Jesus. Speaking of how Gigi's is obsessed with round faces, look at this. What kind of shaped face is this? It goes like this, and there's like an indentation right here and that. Jesus, even when Gigi gives out insults, he projects way too much.
I'm on this. This is getting to be really screwed up.
Then don't make commentaries. Just shut the fuck up and move on with your life. But you can't. Oh, you gotta love these derpy eyes right here. Jesus.
But YouTube here is dropping the frickin' ball by allowing this cock-sucking son of a bitch.
Ouch, that hurts, George. Ouch. You mean the fact that they're catching on to you trying to false flagging my videos? God, am I watching a video from like 2015 or 1983? I mean, this hair, Jesus Christ, it's so early 80s.
To still do videos when I am doing what I'm doing and continuously busy in my endeavors.
Let's see, you're continuously busy, yet you make 3 videos today. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a busy person to me. I'm sorry if I'm still laughing, but these cupboards, I've not seen these kind of cupboards in any of these homes since like the early 90s. But once again, like Gigi's home is just, it's so stereotypically late 70s, early 80s, it hurts.
Yet this cocksucker who is
Ouch.
unemployed.
You still haven't been able to prove that, by the way, George, you know, with your private investigator prowess. Gigi's epic commentary.
Child, if you will, that lives in his parents' basement.
Where is this proof, by the way, George? You keep saying this shit, yet you have no proof.
And still has no idea, still obsessed. So
who's obsessed here, George? Once again, 3 videos one day. Like, I literally, like, the most I've spent making a video during Trollmas so far is the previous 13-minute video. Like most of these videos take no effort for me to do. And here you go. Let's see. If I added up all your videos, you spent more than 20 minutes a day making videos about me.
Obsessed and stalking me and whatnot. And
got any proof of me stalking you, George, since you stalked Ryan and, like, everybody else? Once again, you project way too much.
Continue this cyber stalking. Don't worry about right now about what YouTube is doing, because I've got some things in the works. And
gee, I've heard that before. Nothing's come from it. You're just a whiner.
Empty threats you keep saying. No, it's not.
It is empty threats
that I make. I can assure you that ain't empty. Because when I say something, I do it.
Yeah, like when you, let's see, sue me for copyright, you failed. When you false flag my videos, you failed. Basically, everything, George, your whole life is nothing but failures. Your career as a, entertainer is a failure. Your coupon sales is a big freaking failure. You doing local commercials, fail. Your life is nothing but fail. You didn't even get your own house. You had to get that from your parents, loser.
Yes, I do have people out there in California land.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Trust me, I would know if you had people following my every move. You don't.
That's going to do my bidding for me, where I don't even have to raise a finger. So
And yeah, think about that, George. Think about that. If anything happens to me, you are going to be suspect number one. Then again, this just shows what kind of retard you are that you don't think 2 steps ahead.
Keep up the cyber stalking.
You cyberstalk us, George. As proven before, you dug up stuff on Ryan's sister. Like, it is, you know, when I've had a lot of time in the past, it's like I didn't even dig up this kind of shit on your family. It's like, Jesus Christ.
YouTube, you're a bunch of hypocrites.
Oh, that'd be you.
You're dropping the ball with this, which you're going to see things my way, because I'm going to make sure of that. That's all I'm going to say about this.
Oh, I'm really scared.
This son of a bitch takes my videos and critiques me all the damn time.
I know. How dare I critique you, George, because you are above criticism.
This ain't going to take long.
It isn't going to take long. Look at this. It's going to be 14 fucking minutes. It's not going to take long.
I'm going to critique this son of a bitch's video right now.
Oh, I'm scared.
I'm going to give this son of a bitch a dose of his own freaking medicine. And I'm going to commentate on this son of a bitch and his...
Okay, people, prepare for, like, kindergarten level insults. I'm not kidding. When I was, like, 12 years old, and I was actually fatter than I am today, and like kindergartner kids saying fat was far more painful than hearing it come out of George's mouth.
Raging homo tendencies. Let's get to
speaking of raging homo tendencies, like, I'm not kidding. Get a piece of paper or, you know, get up notepad. And for every time George... Actually, yeah, this is a drinking game. Get out your finest bottle of scotch or vodka, whatever you got. And every time George says penis, cock, or queer, or anything in that area, take a shot. You will be fucked up by the end of this video.
Do it. All right.
Oh my God, there he goes again. Pointing the camera at the screen. I've seen this video like twice now, and I still lose my shit when he does that. Like, literally, this is like what people did like early on in YouTube. I mean, he has a laptop. You would think he'd have like his laptop would be capable of running like Fraps or OBS, but no, I'm gonna point the camera at the screen like a hick. Speaking of hick, that hair, man, Jesus.
Here, you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm just sitting down and having a conversation with people. Let's hear your epic commentary.
You see this flame where you see his mouth is wide freaking open. He's ready to suck on.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
Mean dick.
Take another shot.
All right, ready to suck a mean dick. You can see
3 times already. 3 times within the span of 5 seconds. That's really bad. I'm telling you, people, you're gonna be fucked up by the end of this video.
That right now, I'm totally obsessed. We're gonna get
who. Oh my God, I'm dying. I love how George, once again, this is how lo-fi George is. It's like, once again, he can't edit this in post. He has to point his finger in the video, not even in the right direction, no less. He's got his fingertip on the search bar.
Give you a dose of your own freaking medicine.
Oh, wow. It hurts so bad, George. I don't know how I'm going to be able to live at the end of this video.
And we're going to do it right now. Yeah, I think it's about time. Since YouTube doesn't honor privacy, and since YouTube doesn't honor privacy control.
Privacy? Can you prove any more that you're a redneck, George?
Or privacy issues? Let's
privacy issues. Jesus Christ.
Give this son of a bitch a dose of his own medicine right here. I know he beats his meat and strokes off like me.
Take a all right, that's 2 shots you got to take.
Little freaking 2-inch.
All right, take another shot. This I'm not kidding. This is all the video is, folks. It's George saying penis and cock and queer and fag over and over. That is, yeah. Every time he says that, or if he farts, take a shot.
2-inch extension.
That's another one.
We need to give him attention, but let's go ahead and critique this son of a bitch.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
Let's go ahead and put this and check this up. Put this son of a bitch in check.
I am so scared by your commentary, George. This is gonna burn so bad that I'm gonna need Antarctica to cool off.
Here he goes.
Hey folks, it's V here, and I know why you came here to see this video. Of course, George made another video, and oh.
That's right, you son of a bitch. What's it to you?
Oh, wow, that burn hurts so bad. I mean, don't even make fun of the fact that I stuttered just then, which any observant person would do. You just come with that ridiculous comment.
God, he started failing in this video. I mean, he said the weather was warm.
It was warm and it was cool. It was
George is defending the fact that he derped. George, this is, oh my god. Like, seriously, it's like, I have, humility to admit that I'm not perfect. There is no such thing as warm and cool weather. Those two things do not exist. It's hilarious. George is such a malignant narcissist that when it is obviously proven that he is wrong, he won't admit it. He's going to stand up proud and admit what a retard he is.
cool, brisk morning with the sun out, and it was warm.
Then it's brisk. It's not cool and warm. Then it's brisk. Retard.
You faggot.
Take another shot.
And cool.
Take a dick and suck it with those big lips.
Oh, God. Are you guys fucked up yet? Because let me tell you, man, I'm up to my, what is it, 8th shot here. I'm starting to feel it.
Now, George, you realize those are two completely different feeling temperatures. Warm is warm, which is more akin.
Suck a dick.
Oh, wow, that is such an epic comeback. I mean, seriously, if you're going to do a video commenting on my stuff, I mean, make fun of the fact that I have, like, shit on my chair right here. Make fun of the fact that I stutter. I mean, literally, like, that's like what something like a 6th grader would do. You queer, you faggot, suck a dick. That is literally something somebody would say when they don't have a decent comeback.
Those two things cannot.
Suck a dick.
Ouch.
Shot.
Shot.
When I saw that, I literally had to pause the video because I was laughing so hard, but yeah.
Speaking of 5th grade level comebacks, I'm serious. When I used to teach Japanese and, like, we had little kids in there, they were, I'm not kidding, when I say 6-year-olds are far more mature than George is.
Hypocrisy doesn't end there, of course.
Take those. You go.
See, this is what I'm talking about. George has to reach so hard for an insult that his brain stutters.
You're the mall eating chalupas. Worry about your refried beans and your gas and that big large anus of yours right there. That big large anus. Kind of hard to tell which end. Which.
What the fuck are you talking about? Chalupas is a thing at Taco Bell, which, as far as I know, don't even exist in a mall, and I've never had a chalupa, which just goes to show how retarded you are. And 3, I don't go to malls anymore, at least not willingly, and this is what I mean. Even with George, reaches, like, in the deepest center of his brain, like, the best he could do is a nonsensical comment.
In is the anus. Matter of fact, look at that face. I wonder who the father and the mother is of that frickin' monstrosity. But go ahead.
Ouch, that burns, George.
First we'll talk about, actually I wanted to talk really quickly about the, what was it? Oh yeah, the Captain Corpulence and Timothy K. Reddy failure. Now, George has claimed for the longest time that he's this epic private.
Get ready for
Damn
lulz.
right, I'm a private investigator. What's it to you, faggot?
You're a private investigator in a way that I am, like, the biggest celebrity in Hollywood. You are full of shit. What is your private investigation number, George? Because you have to be licensed in Virginia to be a private investigator. Until you show a license, I call bullshit.
Investigator that he can figure out anything about anybody.
I found out where you live, you SOB, and I found...
Yeah, and you still I love the fact that George, once again, George never admits when he's wrong. He's never proven that I beat my mom. He's never proven that I, quote-unquote, still live with my parents. He hasn't proven any of this shit. He has pulled it all out of his fat ass, as we're about to see here.
that you live with your folks and you beat your mother.
Oh, see what I mean? It's like clockwork. I knew he was going to say that.
Continue.
Yeah, failed to figure out that Captain Corpulence was not...
Kyle, let's stop it right here. It doesn't matter what I failed or what I did fail. The bottom freaking line is Timothy K. Reddy is Captain Corpulence. I don't care.
Oh! See what I mean? When George fails, he sticks to his guns. Well, I'm right anyway. Even though that Captain Corpulence proved with his voice and comparing him to another Timothy. Why do I want to say McVeigh? Jesus, Timothy video that they are not the same. Literally, like, I'm not kidding. I've met retards that are smarter than Gorgeous George.
What anybody else says. They're based in Seattle. He's made comments of the same connection. I don't take my PI skills from a Cracker Jack box. I take my PI.
I think you do. I think you got. If you do have a license, you obviously got it out of a grab bag. The state of Virginia would never give you a private investigator license.
Skills because I know what I'm doing. Timothy K. Reddy is Captain Corpulence.
And what is your proof there, George? Once again, he spouts all this stuff and doesn't show any proof. Not a single ounce of proof does George provide. He's just going to say the same stuff over and over again, Joseph Goebbels style, believing that if he says it enough, then it must be true.
It doesn't really matter because the guy's a freaking loser.
Jesus, as much as I stutter, I don't even remotely stutter as much as you do. I'm not kidding. Just take your time. Come up with a decent insult. I know you can do it.
He can't even freaking write a book. He's boring. And right now...
You're just jealous. I mean, he is far more talented than you are. He goes to, like, coffee houses all the time. He does poetry readings. What do? You go on a public access show. I mean, that is up on the upper echelons of hipster loserdom. Could you be any more of a pretentious... Well, actually, he's not even pretentious. He's just a twat.
Your ass is boring me, too. And by the way...
If I'm boring you, then stop doing the video. It's as simple as that, George.
What's up with that jowl you got right there going on and that goiter you have on your neck there?
Oh, thanks for the observation there, Captain Obvious.
Time you pop that. You gotta pop it. Matter of fact,
you pop your jowls. As I pointed out earlier, Gigi has the same exact thing going on, but he loves to project. He loves to pretend that he doesn't have the same kind of lower face structure that I do.
What needs to happen to you, someone needs to punch you right in the mouth, and maybe you can suck your own blood. I'm scared. And suck your own lips, and maybe eat yourself in or eat yourself out.
What? Did that insult make any sense to you folks? Sure as hell didn't make any sense to me.
Because you really have a face a mother could love, but then again, I don't even think your own mother could love that face. Ain't no telling what you are. Look like a frickin' nature. But go ahead with your gibberish.
Wow, yeah, I've never heard that one before, George.
Timothy K. Reddy has never made a video about George. Has never told him to
Bullshit.
All right, George, if that's bullshit, show me where Timothy K. Reddy made a video about you and prove it. You have no proof. Once again, you pull all this stuff out of your ass. I know I've said this 10,000 times now, but that's where George gets 99% of his information. That and Facebook.
he's busy.
Bullshit. Suck a dick.
All right, take a shot. Take a shot.
Suck a dick.
Take another shot.
It's just the hypocrisy. I love it.
Go to there's a doctor named Dr. Niemo, and Dr. Niemo does reconstructive surgery.
Well, that's weird. How would George know a name of a reconstruction surgeon unless he visited it himself? So George has had, that is if he's not pulling stuff out of his ass, he's had facial reconstruction work. Thanks for the tip there, George.
Surgery. Your face needs to be reconstructed because your face can't tell if it's oval or what the fuck.
This coming from a person who has like the weirdest shaped face I've ever seen. It's hard to take an insult seriously from you.
A frick it is. If it's primitive or whatever, but it looks like a blob of shit on a stick.
So does yours.
Maybe like a freaking King Kong himself in that picture. Look at that.
Boom boom tish.
So fucking funny. Yeah, George, you ain't fooling nobody, buddy. Nobody, buddy. That's a little redundant.
Suck it.
Oh, take a shot. But as I was about to say, what he didn't make fun of me for me like stuttering right there and having a brain fart. He just says suck a dick. That just goes to show the level of Gorgeous George's observational skills, which is really sad.
Dick, you know you want to. Look at those big lips there with that mouth
Shot.
up, and then someone needs to pop a dildo in there and do
Shot.
squirts. You know, that's a perfect image for you right there. That's where you need to be. You need to be like put in a damn burial just like that and waiting for your maker just to piss right on your face.
Oh my God! Seriously, George, that is the gayest comment I've ever heard. I don't even think I have to say anything here. George purposely paused it on this part of the video. Oh my God, George, you are seriously gayer than all of Castro Street combined.
You are a pathetic loser that has
No,
no time,
that's you, buddy.
has too much time on your hands. And
Nope,
you like
that's
to troll
you.
people. You are a loser with a capital L.
Ouch, that hurts. God, once again, I've taken improv before, and the worst thing you could do when, like, you're improving is literally just mimic something you just heard, because I'm not kidding. You watch, like, any Let's Play video on YouTube, and you'll hear that a lot. It's beyond amateur. Then again, remember, George keeps saying that he's this professional. He's this professional improv player, that he's this professional comedian, and all he could come back with is, genius.
Yeah, Captain Corpulence.
And there's that genius improv plane we're seeing right here.
Neither of them sound alike, and I'm sure they don't look alike either. But, you know, George is always right.
Move on, bitch.
Ouch.
Actually, yeah, let's talk about me next, because...
Have you laughed yet? I'm just wondering, because George thinks this is hilarious.
George has been saying that for the longest time that he has people, quote-unquote, in my area ready to do something.
Hey, you idiot. I like to pop you right in the mouth right there. I like to pop you in the face with a nice, good. You have a face for hitting.
More gay innuendo.
You have a good face to pretty much just to hit. Yeah, I do have people that I spoke to, private investigators that I spoke to, and I also have people in the Buddhist Park or Buddha Park.
To this day, George can't pronounce it correctly. The city that I grew up in, George, it's called Buena Park. Buena. Buena is Spanish for good. Not that you would know that, because you're a retard. You're a retard who can't even pronounce... And it's like a basic Spanish word, too. Buena, which means good. Unlike yourself, faggot.
Park vicinity that I talked
vicinity.
to, and Officer Mullins that I talked to. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Now here we go. So, like, after I made the last video, I called up the Buena Park Police Department and asked for an Officer Mullins. Guess what, George? There is no Officer Mullins. You're full of shit. You are full of shit. So this is why I know when I hear your threats that you're full of crap. Because you see, unlike most people, George, I will check up on the shit that you say. There is no Officer Mullins, so I know the rest of the stuff you're going to say is crap.
Go on with your gibberish.
Yeah, you're gibberish, hypocrite.
Whatever that means. Speaking of, I know somebody in the LAPD, and I asked them...
Good camera work there. George can't keep the camera still for shit.
Yeah, go to hell, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
See what I mean? George has the lamest comebacks ever. He doesn't confront me on what I say. He just calls me names. That is the sign of a hack improv player. Actually, it's not even hack. It's somebody who is not experienced in improv.
Like that on me. And lo and behold, they've never heard of you, George.
I didn't give them my name, you moron. I told them, I asked them.
When you give a police report, George, you have to give your name. So that's another reason why I know you're full of shit.
About what the law was and what I had needed to do to stop someone who's cyber stalking me on the internet, which is going to happen. You're going to cyber stalk me for the last freaking time.
You mean sort of like the way you cyber stalk Ryan Sinnard by digging shit up on his sister, which is just so classy of you.
Like I said, I do have people in play there. Go ahead, you freaking idiot.
Well, shit.
Yeah, you look like shit, and you need when was the last time you had a dildo in your mouth?
So I want to dissect that insult for a second. You look like shit, so you put a dildo in your mouth. How are those connected? Dildos are usually for the ass, so if you would have said ass, that would have made far more sense than the mouth. Then again, analyzing a Gorgeous George insult is wasting time, just like me making this video.
You know you have a dildo in all three of your orifices.
3. Men only have the mouth and the ass? Where's my third hole at? Am I going to stick a dildo in my belly button or my ear hole? It's like, I'm literally flabbergasted at this amount of retardation.
Here's the funny part, because, George, of course, has threatened to kill me. And my friend says if, anything happens to me, George is going to be the first suspect. And he has your address, by the way, George.
Bring it.
So if you do...
Oh, so what you're saying, George, is you don't mind being a suspect in a murder case if it happens. Jesus Christ. So that just proves that George does not care about his entertainment career, because you would think if your entertainment career was more important, you wouldn't be making like hitman plans, or plans for a hitman, I should say.
If you try to go
Bring it.
you're
You're full of shit.
No, you're full of shit.
Yeah, he primarily spends most of the video on Piss 4400, really just bashing him for no
Piss 4400 is pretty much someone who's out of his league, has no reason or rhyme to even be trolling. He's mentally sick, and of course
You're mentally sick, George. And Piss 4400, he liked your videos. Did you even see the first video he made about me? I mean, he bashed me. I mean, he called me a fag, and literally, you think he was trying to troll? What? This is why Gorgeous George literally does not have any fans, because every person who approaches George, in his opinion, is a troll. That's why he's gonna die alone, folks.
you all are mentally sick, but you went ahead and you found a weakness on a guy. The guy wants attention.
Weakness? He just wanted to talk to you. So guess what? I approached him instead, and I found out he was a level-headed guy, unlike yourself. Once again, this is why you fail constantly. You never admit when you have anything wrong. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million times more. You think you're perfect. You're not.
And he's starving for attention, and you went ahead
Sort of like you.
and decided to use him as
I didn't use him. We just talked. I literally, all we did was talk to each other, and I, mentioned your history of you false flagging videos, and you being the butthurt crybaby that you are. And you know what? After observing us for a while, he agreed. You're a butthurt baby.
well, we'll talk to you if you troll this man. How pathetic.
He trolled you long after the fact. Way after the fact. It took at least a few weeks to convince him that, we weren't these quote-unquote stalkers that George was trying to claim that we are.
So, this guy is pathetic. The guy is a shut-in. And yet, you're a shut-in too. You live with your...
Where's this? Once again, George pulls this shit out of his ass. Where's this proof that I'm a shut-in? So let's see. I've gone from being a mother beater to having no job, and now I'm a shut-in. Any other false insults you want to levy at me there, George?
Your parents, it's obvious. And you're trying to critique me. And you obviously...
Oh, yeah, I critique you, so therefore I must be the spawn of Satan. God forbid anybody critiques you and, you accepting constructive criticism or laughing at yourself, no less.
Went ahead and probably you told him you can be some of this, be part of a gang, be part of...
Oh, yes! That's right. Piss 4400 took in the Goon Initiation, which, originally we were going to beat him in, but we decided, to let him suck our dicks because that's all is in your head is dick sucking. So we thought, that was appropriate. Moron.
Trolling gang. So it makes him feel special. So yeah, you went ahead.
No, it has nothing. Makes it feel special. This is 20 levels of retardation.
and buddy, buttering him up and all that. We know that. So yeah. So whatever, man. But
he just wanted your side of the story, and you bawd. That's why you lost him as quote unquote a fan, which I don't think he ever was. But still, that's why you lost him, because you assumed he was a troll.
But you're pathetic. You're a pathetic waste of freaking hot air.
And you're pathetic for thinking everybody's a troll.
Good reason, and being a hypocrite, as George does so well. So yeah, of course, first things first, my favorite part of the whole thing was George was trying to give him tips.
Yeah, I'm giving him tips there, you idiot. I'm giving him some tips there because...
Great, it stopped. Jesus, hold on, my okay, my interwebs is back. Good thing. Jesus, that rarely that's the first time that's happened when I made a video. All right, let's continue.
Obviously, he doesn't want to show his face or whatever. He's in a wheelchair or
He's not... That one video that you saw him in a wheelchair, that was his mother's wheelchair or grandmother's wheelchair. I don't remember which one it is. He's shown other videos where he walks just fine, but you refuse to pay attention to that because you're a moron.
I don't know. He's jerking off under the covers there, kind of like what you probably jerking off to you. Who knows? He didn't... show his face, and nobody wants to see someone.
Geez, how many shots are we up to now? This must be like the 1,000th shot in this video. Once again, George, it's like everything in George's mind is about sex. I mean, how often do you refer to me, how often do I refer to sex in my videos? It's not nearly as much as him. Masturbating under the covers. When you could see his hands, you idiot, his hands are mostly above the bed. Seriously, God, I gotta take a break for a second. Deep breath. His hands were above the bed. How could he be masturbating like you claim? Your insults make no sense.
Moving around in a wheelchair, showing a big toe, moving around, and showing hairy legs, jerking himself under a blanket. Kind of
God, Gigi has a natural habit about our sexual habits and what he thinks we do. It literally is sick. Seriously, George thinks about like gay sex far more than us in a group together.
like what you do, jerking yourself off to your boyfriend.
George, I haven't had a boyfriend in quite some time. And I'm surprised he hasn't mentioned that I'm masturbating in this video because, you know, both of my hands are in the air. That's how I pleasure myself.
Like, well, you want tips because we were giving him tips because that was the other thing. Piss 4400, like George.
Great camera work there, George. Yeah, point out the other side there.
That's what hard as shit.
He was neither.
You know, he literally passed through a part of the video where I like bring up good points, but once again, whenever like the truth is brought up, George bows because truth is Gigi's worst enemy.
Pro you or against you up until you.
It was a facade, whatever it was.
A facade as opposed to a facade, you idiot.
It was all a charade. It doesn't really matter whether
No, it
he
wasn't.
was or wasn't. You know, it's all a charade. It's all a game. So I'm not worried about it whether he was or wasn't. I don't.
I know, because you think
time
everybody's your
jerking
enemy,
off
butthurt
another man,
retard.
and that's part of what I'm talking about. You're spending your time making videos after videos, jerking your 2-inch dong to someone who.
Make up your mind, George. Do I have a 2-inch extension or do I have a 2-inch dong? You can't even keep your insults straight, which is really sad.
Pretty much who you have a man crush on. First of all, for your
Man crush, you purposely paused the video where my mouth was wide open and made a gay analogy. You are far gayer than I am. Far gayer, many times so.
I don't swing that way. You're a fag.
No, it's been proven that you've hung out in Fieldins before, so yeah, you're full of shit.
I'm not. Move on.
Started false flagging his channels. Which
When there's any picture of me, anything of my show that's
Oh, also, it's been proven, matter of fact, there was a recent court case that, like, icon pictures fall under fair use. So you're wrong about that, George.
on the internet with my face, I'm going to flag it every time. When
Boo-hoo, poor little baby. Someone's uploading your image. Boo-hoo. You are such a baby.
you show a picture of me, I'm going to flag it every single time. Yes, sir, you're correct.
of course you do out of rage and butthurt. But my favorite part, and of course everybody's favorite part besides the warm and cool thing, was
It was sunny and cool. Take a dildo and suck on it.
All right, take a shot there. But once again, George, it's hilarious. George, I know I've said this before, George just can't admit it. He can't admit it that he does wrong. It's like it's in his psyche. He believes he is perfect. Never does he admit he makes a mistake. It's beyond hilarious.
George was telling him how to do filming tips, and he specifically told him, don't film your.
I'm losing brain cells right now. Listen to this son of a bitch.
Then turn it off and move on with your life, you moron.
Backyard, not filming his.
You love this
I'm
attention.
filming in the backyard because that's my prerogative. I choose not to show my face because you all
No, you were being a hypocrite as usual.
jerk off to everything and you get an erection every time you see me on camera.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at me. I clearly have an erection. You are such a keen observer there, George.
So I choose not to really want to show my face, but okay, yeah, that's my prerogative there, queer.
Ouch, that hurts.
Like all the things George was saying. Not
George literally.
I
I'm not
can't
kidding.
stand this.
George, you
I'm not kidding. George has like the insult capacity of like a 10-year-old. I mean, like when I was in grade school, that was like the kind of stuff you would hear. And man, whenever I hear it, that just bounces off my skin like freaking rain. I mean, it's nothing.
fooling nobody. You are full of empty threats.
I'm full of empty threats. Let me tell you something. Just because I haven't done anything as of yet.
No, you have done a lot of stuff. You sued me and lost. You falsified my videos and lost. You are a born loser, as mentioned earlier.
Just because I haven't done anything doesn't mean I'm not going to do something. I'm a busy man. I don't have time.
You're a busy man making a 14-minute video.
For this. Because I've said before what I'm going to do. The court system is messed up. Court system is screwed up. And you
No, they know you're full of shit, George. If they thought there were serious damages, they would have taken your case years ago. But Judge Spencer and Judge Locke know you're full of crap.
YouTube now is dropping the ball, but that's okay. YouTube will see things my way. All right, whatever. Finish your garbage.
Grunt? What's grunt?
I mean, it wasn't even too.
Whatever.
You wish he could set
Once again, he passes over parts that he knows he'll get owned on. It's classic GG in action.
for us. It just because I got a Thanksgiving party to attend to because
Yeah, nobody cares about your Thanksgiving party.
Well, that's because you don't get invited to shit because everybody hates you, George.
Maybe they could use you as a turkey and put giblets around your twat. And maybe
Shot, take another put giblets in your twat. You realize I'm a man, George.
maybe your buddies can nibble on your, on your frickin' meat and whatever meat you have, like a little frickin' piece of shit. Your gay buddies can nibble on your ass. Look, I mean, this.
Oh my God! Once again, I could never. George utters far gayer stuff than I've ever have in my entire life. George, you're not proving the case any better that you're straight, buddy.
This is getting to be old and tiresome. I'm gonna say
Your hair is old and tiresome. Go and get a modern haircut, retard.
this. You all right now seem to be
And dye your hair one color.
winning. You all seem to be getting everything you want, trying to make me go AWOL, trying to make me go crazy. But that's fine. Because I'm going now to hire some people. Yes, I'm going to take my hard-earned money and I'm going to get people in play and I'm going to live in.
Oh my God. Most normal people, when they save up money, they redo their home, like adults and that sort of thing. They go on vacation, they put a down payment on a car. But no, George wants to hire a hitman. What a smart man he is. Not to mention he's going to end up in prison if he does stupid shit like that. I literally have, between that one video and the other video, I have enough evidence to get George in trouble, but I won't because this is so much fun.
This shit. Bottom line. And that's the way it goes down. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired
Then ignore
of
us!
games. This is the way I see it. Your trolling shit is going to come to an end. Bottom line.
Oh my God. Once again, hold on. George could easily just, it's like I said, if George would just ignore us, this would go away. But he can't, because he can't stand that, there's people out there that don't like what he does. George wants everybody to kiss his ass. He wants people to be gayer than gay when it comes to his fandom. Literally, even Kevin trolls him hardcore. Maverick, that's on Encyclopedia Dramatica, actually it's not on there yet, I don't believe. But Kevin even said something recently disparaging to George. George doesn't realize that nobody likes him because he is a delusional, narcissistic asshole that has no brains and no balls. Because if he had brains and balls, he would have had the intelligence and the courage to ignore this shit. But that's why this continues, and I want to thank you, George, because you have provided us many, many years of lulz, and I'm sure you'll provide us many years of lulz to come. Anyway, this will be, I forget what day of Trollmas we're on, but, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Toodles, everybody.